I think y'all can hear me. Hello, buen dia. Happy Saturday. Feliz weekend. Espero que você tenha semana produtiva, whatever that means to you. That it was nice, productive, yada, yada, yada. It's Saturday today. And so, let me think. What are things that I think is important for me to mention before we start? Of course, thank you to my awesome sponsors. Always important. Thank you to Croes. Thank you to Sarah V. Thank you to Toto for allowing me to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Me quero agora turhende con nossa live riba Facebook and YouTube. So see for whatever reason, but escuchándonos ding auto of un caminda, anto quero seguir follow episode as we go. Bopor sobre riba Facebook di Quille Fam, of a YouTube di Quille Fam, or Sincerely Carolina, anto seguir follow episode. Pero say dami kermen ko si bono por sige escucha, bopor sempre by back, anto escucha back, so do not worry. Of course, Pajamar se episode lota available riba Spotify and Apple Podcasts for those of you like me who prefer escucha kusintawak un episode makes life easier sometimes because you get to multitask. So yeah, let me think. In September, my favorite month. I think I already mentioned that last week when I made Caraboso. Aquí do se mamita si Aya, so if y'all been thinking about me. I'm just kidding, maybe I'm not. But no, for real, me te hope contento, sobra awe mi intern to comienza, so mi carabisa hello to Dulce. I will be introducing her on social media soon. Anto, yeah, no se say something fun for my birthday, so be pending for fun giveaways and stuff like that. For fun stuff coming in the future of Sincerely Carolina. Okay, so I'm really hope excited for this episode, mostly because me quiere ko. What is the right way of saying this? Me quiere ko mayoría de nos, or nos tingman un childhood friend, nos ta waknan to do big things. We get excited, even si portamane, but not necessarily close anymore. Shakeena is this person for me. So it in house today. Anto, it was so nice pa wake. Eigenlijk grow ding softball. Anto, me just quiero avisar that I have once in my life tried playing softball. And so Shakeena hibami. Anto, what? Anto, I absolutely hated it. Obviously, I don't do that. Balls coming my way at fast pace, and you having to slide and. But I absolutely love the fact that you made it. Shout out to Susie Tambe, of course. She would take us to do all the fun stuff. So, may pa contacts, danke na boso. Literally, meeting this very Aruban identity. Basta nos tatabay man all these Aruban celebrations. Anto, may just kaya bisa danke pa Susie pa instill that very Aruban culture in me.
Really?
Yes, girl. Me quiere ko mane minong ka na para quieto na effect ko. Eigenlijk maioria gente que me conhece não tá celebrar San Juan. Pero nós tabay mane San Juan celebrations com parents, of ko mama e ko tanta. Anto mane this was growing up, I realized ko mane estay no son ko tour hinda hasi. But I did that and I'm so grateful for having those experiences. So thank you for that. So Shakeena, you're here. Anto, I was a little nervous, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Buen dia. Trempang, no? Trempang.
That's totally why.
Melante trempang, yeah.
Contanos en tiki de King Bota, why you're here today, and we'll kind of go from there.
Well, buen dia. Mi nombre es Shakeena Croes. Mi tenho 27 anos. Minha começou softball, baseball, eram dati 6 anos, minha mama hinggamin in baseball. Anto, pasando tata team. Ora kami data sina young, mas obligado ba yung baseball. Anto, the main reason kung kita kinanta, paso, mi share un tiki di mi storia di tutto lo che passa during the 3 anos na aki kung makiura may pia. Dat zei dat ongeveer een tiki die ik me kere papia. Make it inspire people, I don't know if it does and if it does.
I think it will, but we can leave out a very important point. Kung batong professional athlete, anto no kumani kibrapia for other people doesn't matter. Can come off insensitive. People do not come at me. Pero pang professional athlete, these type of things are a big deal, right? So portaw ko no tiki, about your journey to becoming a professional softball athlete. Anto why having this conversation today is so important.
Hello, but the pandemic went way back.
By all means, we
Yeah,
have an
by all
hour,
means.
so go way back.
So, as I said before, mi mama sempre dat si sport. So, ela kami din baseball. Te kumi 7-8 anos, era uma transfer mo ba yung softball. Because that's what I wanted to do. So, makita train. Makumsunga pa Coach Miguel. Mita very agradecido na jet, mener grande agora aqui. Daqui na jet, mi por bisa mita na mita. No, yeah, mi nota ganhava. Sempre da minha vida, mi nota que era uma professional softball. Like, I would see it through television, ESPN, and then college ball. I was like, I want to go there too. I want to do that too. Então, okay, da bisa mi mama, mi quero uma pro softball. That's my dream come true. So, ela support me in every way possible. Mi mama, mi tanta, mi omo, and mi primo, they had my back throughout the whole thing. Então, desde kung sabira mga grandi, starting to get better. Mi tata by gym rin mi mes tour dia, mi tata train rin mi mes. Mi mama na tata pushay pa by gym. I wanted to be better. Basta? Anto, mi akala skol kinang. Mi took a year off. Pa mi basta, waki ko mi kier, mabisa mami no kier kinang. So mabay merka masi high school. And then after high school, mahay yung full scholarship. Pang bay yung softball na college. So I did that. Dream come true. I was like, wow, like, am I really here? You know? So, this will just say, mabing baka Aruba nga in May. Anto, ora ko mabing Aruba, I wasn't really playing. Basta, makaili yung tiki dip. So, ora bu college days lang ka, babusa, but what is there next? I want to be professional. So, mita ko aratat yung kampyonato na 2018 na November. And ito yung kampyonato di Sur-America na Aruba. That's basically Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Corsol, tudo bem Aruba. E o tempo aí, ora Andy Cruz, tata presidente de Aruba Softball Bond, ela trouxe guy de Venezuela para bem coach nós. E obviously, se nós vai perform na Aruba, I want to be in good shape. Basta, sa hindi também bem whack. So, mi tata busca guy, Luis Pires, mi tata busca, vai trein junto, tour dia, just dedication. Mi mama nunca puxa mi de maneira, more in another, basta, outra maneira. Pero di mi tata mas maneira, I don't know, it's in my blood. Basta, it just, I want
sure.
it,
Yeah.
Anto maneira, it was, very labing, it was like a train, anto pa mi, one of my very good memories, this video campeonato nós não ganhamos, obviously, ito final Venezuela-Brazil. Anto, this week we acaba na introduce prêmio, não?
Okay.
Anto, para mim, one of my biggest moments como realizar, como wow, I'm actually grow. Tawag kuwara na anunsya, kinabisa, best outfielder goes to Brazil, Tataliente. Okay, Super Bowl center field. Then they said, best infielder goes to Aruba. Ami ko mi drink the mga tawaran pa ni, what? This cannot be happening. Ato na naman Shakeena Croes, please be revealed. Ami naman no, this cannot be happening, what? So naman ko revealed. So Pamela said that one of my most bestest moment with Paraya became, best infielder de Sur-America. It's amazing. Sa Aruba itong país assim na chiquito, kumpara ko Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, Peru, que tem tanto nga doon. To pa ami para, basta?
Stand out like that.
Sali best infielder, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anto, everybody decide ko man okay, I'm gonna fight for like a career again ding softball. Say to man yung basta sinti man say sendo un candela ding bo ko boto to man okay, agora kimi tabay pa okay, barami college years are over. Anto we did this thing. Anto I will make her pursue something else. I feel like just happened to you.
Well, na 2018 net temporada tournament tawata na November.
Okay.
So the next year, a couple months later, may haya un message di head coach di seleksyon di Holanda.
Oh, okay.
Randomly email. Dat de home ponieri bij email Dutch softball. Hallo, mi corazon bij alto bin backurato. And it says, hey Shakeena, I would like you to come for a tryout, you know, to Amsterdam. I want to see your skills and stuff, and if we do like you, you're gonna get an A status. Un A status sta basicamente a position más alta que per team, but un professional softball player, and a biggest cinta, but I have a monthly bill. Para a beautiful job. So
it's a career.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So this would say, mabay, imasinta ko mi mama, ko mi tanta, and I was like, what should I do? I'm nervous.
Okay.
Mi nunca bay Holanda para mí. Ora kung mabay America, in a way, mapone mi Dutch, like, way behind. I was like, I don't need this. Basta, nunca di mi vida, nunca di mi vida. Me pensa kung milo ever join the Dutch team.
Wow.
I thought for me that was like too high, you know? This para mí no tata ni yung option, like I wasn't even in my head. Anto, mi mama ko mi tanta bisa mi, you have nothing to lose, but nothing na ti perde. Just buy. So, I got on a plane. You know, thought sign language that great. That was my first time going to the Netherlands. Onde mi coach na bin buscar na airport. I was nervous, full in culture, like shock. Comparar com America of Aruba. How the people are, basta, europeu, ito full outra. So, me dati yung tryout di 1 month.
Okay.
For those, para mim, 2 semanas. Nós como se treino uma inta gym. Full early, 6 horas, 8 horas. Depois de 6 nós 5 treino. Nós vai veld, softball. Nós tem team bonding stuff. 5 ou 6 horas para dia nós estamos treino. Leo 7 every day. That's the weekend. Anto me takora na akida observe me for 2 weeks long sin bisa nada.
Oh my
like they
gosh.
were not telling me anything. They were just just observing me attitude, me determination, me mindset. Komite by amke muchanan. Dus me kemene teammates lang, girls. Anto toevallig met dat bisa on my teammates lang. I don't think I'm gonna make it. They haven't said nothing yet, so I'm nervous. Anto era riba domingo, 2 weeks later. Me head coach the message to be said, hey Shakeena, could you come earlier to practice because I want to see you hit live contra na mesmo pitcher with very good pitchers. I was like, oh, okay. So, mabait rin pang anto na pone tur ang pitcher na to el last pitcher ko na pone ta e mi pitcher di Europa ko na sing kuta Eva Wortman su eta pitcher wow 72, 73 mil, pa softball ta hopi duro. Vou ser 100 miles per hour in baseball. Anto, mabira bisa coach, I'm a left-handed hitter, so she's a left-handed pitcher. This is a challenge because it's hard to see the ball. So, he was like, that's why I put her in. I want to challenge you. Anto tatahari, it's money, yeah, whatever. I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? So, check kung sa pitcha, madal all those balls contra Nantur, anto después de ser masali fe net, anto na ay mami. Head coach, hitting coach, and fielding coach. Anto na bisa mi, natatamang cruzado. So how did you think that went? I was like, I don't know. For me, it went horrible. I was nervous. I don't know. I was just nervous. Anto na well, we want you to be part of the program. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't believe it. And then they were like, yeah, you're also going to get your A status right away. What? What? Is this really happening? And then I got emotional right away and I started crying. And it was a big news for me. It's something like, wow. Then 2 weeks, and I started crying. They were like, okay, you can go to the bathroom until just cool off. So my teammates was saying, pero ora mayega back pa-bye. They already knew pa si coach. So they were like, oh yeah, hey, congratulations. You said that. Now you're part of the team, Kukiko. And yeah, that's how it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Say so na mani bata bisa no, but childhood dream come true. Anto, not necessarily like in an expected way, basta nato ko abot ato pursuing na anto actually mani basta hoping ko nato bay contestabo, pero it happened very organically. So mita kere ko if anything is it a show basta bo talent iko yeah, but ato ting aktong un spark algo ko apone ko nato bay reach out to this, you know, kid from a very small island ko a making impression. Anto you joined a professional team. You became, you know, an actual professional athlete. Mita kira ko hopi ta maybe now no sa sinti un tiki diferente paso no sta walk mas, you know, sa lokal na to be professional athletes, but for the longest time sa sinti ko eta algo ako tawar miraman super leo anto hera discouraged from families tell sa friends porta pasobra inota un given. I mean, I guess it takes a lot of dedication, talent tambe, pero hope consistency. Basta paboyega na un nivel asina. Also keeping in mind ko ting kosang kuta may seem insignificant to other people. Ko porti un determining factor tambe riba e career A. Kwal mi te kira talokal ko ba experience na 2020. Kopihin na nota para quieto na jail e impact ko un momento assim na porting riba bo livelihood riba bo carera lokal ko pata hasi professionalmente e nota ko pata hungo softball pa sobre talik, of course talik pabo, pero mi kermen e nota un hobby eta what you do for a living. This, you know, if you're comfortable with that, porta ko explicam tigi di, you know, what that was like e porta pa hinati un tiki context into go impactful un injury pa un professional athlete porta e nós estamos conversando tiki para mim a pessoa to começar a explicar me eta sina hopi puzzle pieces nang sina hopi hena ta involved in that process, pero hopi variable nang ko naturora to bay bong so porta pa hena nang ko on the outside e no to comprende what that looks like, para explicar nós tiki di what that is like.
Di ko ma-injure me pia?
Yeah, it's gonna injure it, and you know everything that happened afterwards. Really.
Well, after those 2 weeks, kuma waro accepta pa join the Dutch team. We have a lot of like team makama ng tagusta, team bondings. Sorry, misubi sa flat ng manerita basa. Not bashing anyone, just saying. They have a culture, a tendency to have a culture when Mr. team bonding. You need to, like, you know, they don't just want you to be like better athlete, just a better person and an athlete. So ora ko madrenta, it was like I entered U.S. Navy SEAL because they were like super strict. They expect certain things from us because we're getting paid to do so. No so po pa go warm up. When the time has come, let's go. Basta? Turcos pro. We have the selection nos yung nutritionista, nos yung head sport arts, nos yung physio, nos yung backup physio, un hitting coach, a head coach, assistant coach. Turcos nos yung tuko. Anto one of my biggest moments namin tata ora ko mga mi promewe ako selection di Holanda, and then I wore that uniform. Inosuma contra Alemania. Anto, I was a starter. Mi meno por quiere. I was like, I'm not gonna start because me no abuko to recone. But umabawari ba lineup, they were like, yeah, you're on it. I was like, what? And then I took a national anthem di Holanda, and I was standing there like, is this really happening? And then it was amazing. Anto después di pari tempo, tabira winter na Holanda, December, anto nos tinha tendency di bay pading paso ta frio pa fo, dus nos train pa fo. Anto yeah, tagayabo. Coming from a small island, mihaya basta matabisa. It wasn't easy pa sobra kung natawag mo man are you gonna come to take my place or something? Basta? Anto undi na mesa basta man salim tira de mi cara undi teammates nang man. I've been working a whole year to get an A status. You come here for 2 weeks and then you get it? I was like, I mean, if you want to take it up to someone, go take it up to the coaches and not me. And antes no ko llamamiento. Na 2020 ahora, 8 de diciembre, nos está haciendo un team bonding mandatory si nos no hacían, nanta wak nos, nanta observe everything. They observe our attitude, kung nos tabay ko otro. Anto, we were playing tickerche, imaginabo tag, pa team bonding, and kara kung nos profesional, nos gusta go all the way. So I was running super duro for my teammate. Anto, mabira mi pia ora matrapelien, mi chama bin trapami. We both went to the ground. Ma bayabanda, bayabanda. Mama ni bay off rato, I got back up. Mino por cana, and then I went to the floor. Ma cosa llora, ni grita. Mi otro teammate get a bonbon. So era nahiba mi hospital di biyaha. We took an X-ray. Looking at why that kibra, name of it was tremolare fracture. But the kibra bo fibula ku tibia could connected ku bo ankle. Dus na mi mesera wara opera via trauma surgeon. A week later, pas sobra ku himi data et mi pia hincha full dus mesera bana no para opera mi di biyaha. Anto di na tur cosa comienza. Di dia como kibra mi pia 8 December 2020. It all started from there. So, minasaki ko mabukar. Puntrami wa.
Well, mi da quiere ko minasa ko ela pasa ding mane un game of tickerture, right?
Yeah.
I mean, mi da quiere maioria hayande nota para quieto na con competitive, mane bo mesa visa athletes porta. So even si bata haciendo algo for fun, it tends to be competitive. Anto ku consequences de algo así na porta years of un process de healing y recovery. Mayoría de nos, si nos hace algo for fun, anto nos quebra algo, ideally, say not the outcome. But I heal from it, anto even si not I heal like completely well, but I kind of, basta te bira man yung thing ko, but oh my gosh, that was so funny, basta was hangando tek, anto makai quebra algo. Versus ko, isaki por determine whether or not mi por sigi traha.
Yeah.
E mi te quiere dizer que é importante só para que eu na gele, pero a uno sa tambe que é surgery e não tá bo único surgery. You're like 4 surgeries further e ainda tá dentro processo A. What is that like? I mean, me pode imaginar, sa 2020 também tá tão anti-facioso, nós tá tudo em, pandemic mode, tudo gosta tá weird, tudo gosta tá mané bruha, anto no structured, right? What did that look like for you when having to deal with if ako full mundo to going through this like traumatic event, and then you're going through this personal traumatic event as well? Going proceso I mean,
ahora como I did not expect que la quiebra sina malo.
Claro.
Anto nanga underestimate my injury because na dunaming trauma surgeon, a really good one. Pero na mesera saka MRI, na mesera saka CT, which they didn't do because they didn't think it was that big. So actually, the promise surgery, something went wrong. And during the pandemic, nos como athletes, nos tratamos de train, pero we had to constantly test. Nos tratamos test 2 vezes por semana.
well,
E se nos vara bisa que tá negative, we gotta go home. So nos tabai test, you're positive, nos po train. Pero nos tá train mo com mondkapje, of leo nos tá assim, many Zoom sessions online com coach. We had to do a lot of stuff like online. Anto mani cada 3 luna, skiri mani nos goal. Kiko nos quer improve. Mani hitting wise, fielding wise, basta anything. Mani persoonlijke ontwikkelingsplan. Nos vamos a cada 3 para 4 luna, entreguei coaches, anto nato nos sinta uno papi com ne. Pero bisabo honestamente, during COVID time, it didn't affect me that much because we were still practicing because
Nice.
we're top sporters. Not allowed that to keep going.
with rules, pero
See, a
Yeah.
bunch of rules, yes.
Yeah.
Mane, si bono ti mondkapje, si bono get tested, bono mag-train.
yeah.
So that was fine. Pero yeah, it's been hard. Desde como quebra mi pia. And then I had the second surgery 4 months later. Pasaka schroef onto a metal plate. And then I thought that was gonna be my last surgery because that was supposed to be the last one. No sa sige rehab ora for 9 months long. I've been complaining to my physiotherapist. I'm in pain. I'm supposed to be playing already. And he was like, no, everything's fine. You're fine. You're good. You're fine. And to, ilakya forsa mi riba. At some point, I could not take it anymore. So mabay ni backup physio. I told him I can't do this anymore. So era naman dami si Amaray. And to, assistant, MRI person, just go and they'll call you and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was leaving the hospital, my phone is like blowing up, like my head the sport art sa yamanda, me actual sport art team ta yamanda, physio ta yamami. Everybody was calling me. I was like, what is going on? They were like, come back immediately to the hospital. You need to take a split CT scan.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay, something's not right. So when you come sa, makakuya chursa, mazway, makanabay. Mayega, mabay split ice into the abawa CT scan. I was alone there. Anto, mi head coach ay mami, and he told me I have bone impingement. I was like, what is that exactly? Anto, your bones are like rubbing on each other. So each time kumikana, ito queda dal yung otro. Each time I run, ito queda dal yung otro. Until that leave a lot of scar tissue.
Which was also European, right? Local ko ba ito?
Yeah, basically, look at makiha, Nueva Luna largo na yung physio ko no kera tendemi. Anto, edemi tatamiso, elabisami, anto remember say, what is the solution to this, you know? Bone impingement. He said, yeah, we're gonna have to sit cool. An orthopedic surgeon and to wakikating bisa. And I was like, what? I need another surgery?
Wow.
And to get pissed and angry and all types of emotion right away. Pa sobra ko. I told my physio, niya bisa nan ko mitating dolo. They didn't want to believe me. They thought it was like mental pain and stuff, you know? So it wasn't easy. Anto we were on a bike orthopedic surgeon. I was given 3 options. Option 1 was kababo carera kinanan, ibunoto nga mas. In which mabirawa undi mi teammate ng doctor man, how did we get to here? Anto option 2 was he's gonna go in microscopically, but another promise me outcome sim dolo. Anto option 3 ta hasi lo kwal etin ko hasi so I can get back on the field. I told him, just do what you gotta do. I want to get back on the field. And we were like sitting in there for like 2 hours. Orthopedic surgeon, imi head of sport arts, ima hibun teammate, dimi pa extra, ears and eyes.
Yeah.
We were in there for 2 hours, like thinking what we're gonna do about my ankle. Ila nami option kibo kya. I said, do what you gotta do. And then when I left his office, I broke down crying with my teammate. Like, how? You know, like. I was like, how am I going to survive? Like, mentally, emotionally, it affected me more than physically.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
So, leaving that hospital that day, it was majisali, and it's like something hit you in your chest, and you're like, how am I on mental health? How am I emotionally? How am I going to survive this in my career? What's going to happen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it's taking so long. So, yeah, that was... Edi 3 operasyon lo que turo lo que pasa.
Y con edi 3 operasyon abay, I mean, because you had a 4th one afterwards, biyahe ito kung otro tipo de specialista ko mitigir in retrospect local po men sabi sa portasi ito yung tiki mas insect diba injury, you know, ese lo tapata a best option, pero bahasi di 3 surgery anto eventually, you know, undi 4 ibata going through a very lengthy process. So, you know, how did that go? And also, how did you cope with that? No, so mi te quiere man iba bisa, this was in Nueva Luna, pa farwak butong gano ka ba? But in the meantime, takasi, you know, to sa imay tabay. So kung ese, how are you making it, right? Kung bata pa so not over yet. So how
Far
are you?
From over.
Yeah, how are you dealing with that? Babisami namin na komisamento of primer ko na sa kumisa ko, you know, surgeries make you a little nervous tame, just having to go through so many eigenlijk. See, kung ese, yeah, how was that for you?
Well, after di tres operacion, well, para me que say durante oram sa da oficina com a surgeon. He's a very good surgeon, the best in Europa. Het een professor, Gino Kerkhoff. Het operare para futbolista, não profesional, mas Arjen Robben, Ronaldo. Ante la bisa met tipo di injury ki kumahaya ta tipo di injury ko batahaya do American football, imaginabo.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it had the sport arts visa, had the no sport arts dimita, also had the Ajax soccer team. E la bisa din subida ta di dos bias so ito ang tipo di injury man yan dimi.
Wow.
So it was almost career ending. Anto yeah, ela dal duro. Anto era makum sa orthopedic surgeon mess brought up, so what do you want to do about the physio? Because I don't want you to keep going to him. Clearly he didn't listen to you. Look where we are now. Then I said, yeah, I want to change. So mabira wami sport art mane abota su jefe, ami na to baby nada. So he was the one who told him to just leave me alone. I'm gonna start physio ko orthopedic surgeon su advice. I su physio ko eta confia. Put a specialized in ankle. So era makumsa ko ne, ma-opera, everything went fine. Anto mita ko arong biad, despe ko makapa di train, ay namita tariba crutches waiting for my Uber to go home because, you know, wala na po feet ko out, but I couldn't because it was my right leg. Mita ko arong mita ta sinta, ten cafeteria, na mita basta guardando, to being dar mi coffee. Anto e fisio di, non sti mes, tabing sa kami bisami. In a way, mane, tell me who messed up tell me who told you who messed up your rehab. Ila saka su telefon, mane, try to intimidate me, you know? Like, what is all, can't bisa tu recone, like, get pressure me, ma bisele minuto, ba bisabo nada, just let it be. Saka the opinion di surgeon, ila saka su telefon, ba mane, tell me who messed up that my rehab messed up your ankle even more. Anto mabira bisa busaki ko, a surgeon na bisa me say, mahaya advise surgeon pa mi cambia. Anto at some point like, he kept pushing and pushing kung magkumsa ko yura, and then my makumsa ka na by auto, like kera being mitras. I didn't mean to upset you, Shakeena, and I was already crying. I was like, well, you already did upset me. And then I called me physio miss, anto a head coach. Sport art ayama e physio bise lagi na pass, like she needs to heal.
Yeah,
it's been a lot. Anto yeah, since then nabise lagami na pass, and then a couple weeks later mabay gym, mabay train na trobe, he was in that building. Ela whack me, ela message me, hey, can I come talk to you? I didn't respond for a reason because I didn't want to deal with it. I was done. I was angry, you know, because I told you for 9 months long. Wako na mitawo. Anto, somehow he ended up coming into the gym anyways, sat next to me. It was like a puppy dog saying like, I want to see you play again. Like he was just feeling like down, you know, like, so it was pretty intense. I have a lot of like, grief still, basta ito lo que pasa con him, so angriness pa sobra. In a way, pa mi, si Boa listened to me earlier, maybe, you know, this wouldn't have happened. Anto, yeah.
Me te quiero ko yung gente no ta pensa ko this process not only requires you to like sit with yourself into a situation, but also deal with the people who's supposed to parte di bo team, right? You know, coming from a mundo médico, me te quiero unja cosa ko mas me te advocate pele, you know, I always have. Ora ko me ta studiando, ora ko pasama ko me ta trabaja y quieto ba, no me ta trabajo. Taku importance di bane listening to your patient, you know, listening to the person in front of you, na final dia abot experto di momento son curva. Ting ora ko bating basta professionals in field foral na nível porta hopi halta sina bati tendência de sinti e in some cases, maybe even most cases, bota pensa misami ho pero nota kita ko basta gente so word local ko nang ta sintiendo ta algo ko mita sinti having that burden of proof, mane ko boting ko convince ang otro gente ko this thing that I'm feeling is serious, basta it's real. to the point ko ita crea situação ng hopi pisa achteraf, no? Mani, but dealing ko ba mess, but dealing ko ba recovery process, and then it's like almost you have to deal with this person's,
Yeah,
you know?
I was like,
I
it's
mean,
crazy. Holo.
Basta, mito siguro, probably sinti malo, mito siguro ko, tamito going through process, but it's not your responsibility. Como athlete pa mani, tinko console tambe, anto basta mani, hey, it's fine, anto mito kere ko nossa força rende hopi biaha pa mani, forgive and forget too quick. Sigando ko, I'm allowed to be angry. Mani, basta, botado ting oportunidad pa hacer una decisión, anto bakis, you know, maybe to the best of your ability, tipo knowledge or whatever, but not take mani, lo cual me pisando into consideration, and this was the effect, and I'm allowed to be angry now, and I'm allowed to grieve that. Sing ting ko mani, make space for you, anto sing ting ko mani, console you, basta, anto, may sana contento ko ba to share say, and hopefully people that are listening to ko basta ita sinahopi cost to take into account when about dealing with sinahopi professionals ting a process aki, hoping ko to hand that on the same page on the outcome, right, on getting you back in the field unto best recovery process ever. Pero na final del dia, turihendo lang kita ang mundo di parang men, and you also gotta deal with their personalities, and where they come from, and kiko nanta pensa, kiko nanta haya, and trying to communicate to basta the best of your ability, bo wishes, po actual situation to them. And I think it's important to talk about those things, right? Ko lang kita pisa di bong hende. Mani,
Si papuntrami, how am I alive? Como ita vivo ay no minasa. Because I went through so much with Selección de Holanda. It became so toxic. Like after my third surgery, mi asinta ko mi head coach for like an hour mainta. Anto mi ayora ko na ma bisela bosa. I don't know if I want to play again.
wow.
Because it's been three surgeries. I gave it my all in my first surgery after rehab, then my second surgery after rehab, then the third surgery. It's a huge toll on your body.
Yeah.
Gotta be at rehab. So I have a deep conversation with my coach. I don't know if I want this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through a lot. I don't feel like motivated. So he gave me the okay para me being Aruba, anto pariluna, as much as I needed to. Para me por just be with my family, being bem rata de tudo que passa,
Claro.
because it was a lot. So ela by pape ko KNBSB director, anto na agree ko ta okay pa mi bay, so mabing Aruba to relax. Anto desema by back. Anto yeah, it wasn't easy. E hopi hate tambe di certo una donna.
Wow.
Non è facile tampoco, mi tate un rubiano, un coro soleño, reso tutta macamba. Anto, yeah, it wasn't easy because they're like, damn, when are you gonna get finished? Like, umbiyan mi ta din gym, anto mi ta just doing rehab, anto team ta being, you feel left out because I'm the one who's not joining them.
Yeah.
So I have my own, I need to do my rehab, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, patring ko na kaya you feel like distanced. One time, those sabing papi kumi, I just ended up crying my eyes out. Masali by for gym and nga bimi tras start talking. I told her it's a lot, you know. Anto tambe pabisa, me emphasize we had a sports psychologist and also a sports psychiatrist, which I needed at that point because it was
Claro.
too much for me to handle. Anto mi psychiater sun ko ayuda mi hopi na Holanda really helped, you know, kept pushing me. Anto desde ko mabing Aruba ainda mi ta senti dolor de mi ankle.
Das oro ko ba being pa mani a period di relaxing? Okay.
After the third surgery, I
Okay.
still felt like something was not right.
Mm.
I was like, what is going on? Like, is my ankle ever gonna be, like, you know? Pero magkung sa contact me sport hours, I was like, hey, I still have some pain. And tara tumani, come back then, era mabay back. Bolbet sa akong MRI, bolbet sa akong CT scan, ends up meeting yung bone fragment ko. Aki, vibra ko tahan, ulis na mi crack vein. But it was there since a promised surgery. Anto, dor ko mino, kihele, they thought, oh, it's not gonna do anything. But it tata hinkami.
Wow.
Napunin mo 3 semanas of medication. Didn't help. This time I walked a surgeon back and he said, yeah, I think it's time to have surgery again. 4th. And I was like, all right, wow, you know? And yeah, I had the surgery pretty quick. Mi mama being aruba tam ela being wapa amento, 2-3 semanas. I had a lot of breakdowns, like mental breakdowns, yura. But sempre quem por lantame da mi mama Susie, mi tanta Angelique e José. They always had my back, was that? Queda puxar me, mi psiquiatra também, our sessions também queda help. Pero it came to a point where it became too much.
Yeah.
Anto when I turned to mas mi espiritualidad.
Okay.
Kung ako sabay na Morel Facilitation and Healing Center, vooral sa Belgisch Morel. Si nota pele, I don't think I would be here today. Bisaba flat. I was a disaster. Aya basa. Ilalantami. I don't know how, but ela cambia full my mindset. I took courses con ele. I still keep going. I like to work with energy now. I see things differently. Ba comprende? Everything happens for a reason, but now I look more. Si algo pasa, I'm like, okay, makes sense di kung ano pasa. Like, look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Pero may minatatasina. God knows king milotas mi akeda ko sulik musa, keda hungam na. But this completely changed my mind. Ding hobby breakdowns, a lot of crying, a lot of like dips. My mama namin sila handle me. So, ami to bigla disina, yeah, may pabisa flat mi psikiatra di Holanda, kota parte di seleksyon. Anto Belgisch Marokko, lantami, mi tata mi morto, lantami, fik mi sa mi graf, ku adunami gana di bosa, keep pushing forward because a lot has happened last year.
And I'm so happy to hear that. Basta ko, even in all of that adversity, but would generally look back, ita grateful for certain people in certain moments. Ko awin dia, basta keep pushing. Ibating mo a more positive outcome or outlook, I want to say, to how things are going. So, I mean, you know, here we are now. So I'm gonna transition slowly into like the questions we got as well. Y puntrabo e primera pregunta, no? Where do you stand now, career-wise, goal-wise? Kiko Botawak, Pabomeas, como un professional athlete, but also as a person, unda, you know, futuro to bahibabo, pata pensa ka to bahibabo?
Pues my main focus ahora aquí, like my first priority, to mi pia. Mi opera 4 luna pasada, 20 de abril. It's like, what, 4 months now? Desde como ito opera, mi tabayan ng fisio. Seka Eddie, Inocencia, un hobby bom fisio. Ito ayudándome kita mi miedo, bosa, di mi pia, pero ito bayando bom, that's my main focus ahora kita mi pia, on getting back in good shape, and to pa mi por hunga back. And I have a good team behind me, kuta bosa, care. This, awaki, like mi ta haciendo, just by gym, mi tabay mi fisio, mi tabay mi chiropractor. I want to get back to playing professionally, meeting offers from Alemania, puntrami mo pa ng Italia, puntrami mo pa ng Corso, puntrami mo pa ng, pero mi no perdono un contesta também com mi ankle nota where it needs to be. So pa mi goal aquí mainly to gewoon my ankle needs to get back on track, so ami por move on tambe, because it also affects my mental health, bagat? So pa mi sa ito.
Das Batawak women's bayando pa un otro team. Like if I hear you saying that, of puta Cynthia ainda bating like this.
What's that?
I mean, and you don't have to ask her if you don't want to.
Kompagament?
Dus I'm just wondering, when I see Batawak women's ta by hunga back, ko team di Holanda of bata pensa ko after this you would wanna try somewhere else.
Pasa assim na hobby ko sa seleksyon di Holanda, pero also good and bad. Nandata hobby strength ko nos. Like, I learn a lot of things being in the Dutch team. Yeah. How to be, you know, how to train properly, come with the gym, especialmente specific para sport. Na hobby ko mi akkieda ko nang tipo na nasa si team bonding, nasa tabay ng Hulanda na Enschede in the middle of nowhere, kore bais. We had to find stuff. Basta ko naman turi ko ni ayudami. Pero tambe, full situation ni mi pia, it became too much.
Okay.
So I'm at a point kung nanting mi firma ainda, imi no sa si mi kier queda mga parang because of everything that happened. It was too much.
Okay.
I have a lot of like grief still emotionally, and mi lo prefera when the time comes, mi lo decide. Pero pawaki, ainda ita man I don't know if I want to play for the Dutch team anymore.
And that's okay. Kaya ko, the only person that can make that decision is you when the time is right
When
for
the time
you
is right.
to make that decision, right?
Yeah.
All right. Shakeena, otra cosa ko sa papia di Jayla Tamitong Tiki, basta handa ng comments, anto handa ng need, pa-opina di sitwasyon ng kung si ting algo ko, and we don't have to get in depth about it, but si ting algo ko para bisa basta turhanda about that, no? Ko, this is a very personal process. Iba kis pa share, of course, to the extent that you choose to share about. Pero ihinanan ko ta sinti ko nang opinion about mane basta whether or not ba masasigi purwa, whether or not ba operasyon nanta basta worthy or not. Siti algo po probisa turhiyande about this say, what would that be?
Como que man exactly?
This, minakiyaman ng haters because I feel like that word is like overused, pero partahiyanan ko tamani negatively comment about your situation. For example, hiyanan ko ta sinti ko mani batata being treated too well.
Samita Cruz. I
mean, es entre otro, paso de situación de nos current government, of course. Pero, what would you say to people who sinti como it's fair game pa sa husa bo situación pa itipiti ko sa
Basta kami, ta sinti ko, não tem nenhuma ideia que está going on comigo. Nenhuma ideia. Então, para me entender dessa 4 operação com renda pós something, it got to my ear. Kwenti ko, o gobyerno tamanda ng família Holanda pa opera pa di 4 biya ng PIA, maneta nada, maneta VIP treatment. Mi tawa tamane, what? Bono ni sa mi storya. Bono sa nada di tudo que me passa. Mi nota ingeschreven mes na roga, mi ingeschreven na Holanda. Dus mi timi insurance di Holanda, ma kiyo rin PIA durante trabaho, na meta paga turcos. Dus não tem niks te maken com passou minha família tem basta governo minister whatever it has nothing to do with that. It's like the pure na Holanda tu qua passa e era uma que sai me da disso aí tiki bom se vai informar bom se tiki mais me hom bambisa para mim como vai post algo de rene como não sabe nada about.
See, and why do we even feel like we should have to, right? When opinadi hena ng bida. May sinti ta algo ko hena ta sinti ko mane they have to do or whatever. Like why though? I mean, kung otro yun sa bida is a process or whatever. It's none of your business, But yeah, may penso na importante pa mention and say pa sobra we see a lot of support towards you. Mane sa hena nanta mane para ko ta share ko sang hena ta like it, tanto hena para ta share it, tanto say positive things, pero no ta kita ko there are people out there ko ta sinti ko nang por ta negative about it.
You're always gonna have haters. Sample.
Yeah.
Quem ko tatabay hate on you for this or for that. So I hope envy and hate I'm not minatagayabo. But I try not to listen a lot to them. So
awesome. And as I always do, make it encourageable. So, as a Carolina, make better choices. Anto, mind your own business. Like, basta the keys for share to the sang aki, and hopefully it inspires people. Pero, if those out there might have said something that's not nice, consider why you felt like you needed to project that. Yes. So, some fun questions so we can end the episode on a fun note. Shakeena, what your preferred subject in school?
Oh, this is easy. Hindi kaya po mensay contest na
I don't know. Let's guess. PE.
Hello, Jim, Zoe. I said that was the easiest one. Oof. Yeah, for sure, I love.
Okay, awesome. So, ora ko puta hungando, quata e team ko puta get most excited to play against?
Yeah, Aruba of not, yeah, det depende, no?
But we're doing different answers.
No, I had 2018, conosco mas ali best infielder. Mi tata gusto nga kontra Corso. We're gonna be intense. You have to be on your game. Y Holanda, yeah, I mean, I get to experience a lot, paso makiura mi pia. Pero no sono contra Alemania. Tata huge pa mi, paso mi nunca quiere lo mitay na. So tata beko tamo. Ito vooral kung mi tata starter, anto that meant a lot. So, sa mi pabisa Alemania, Corso.
So the team them go to get going.
See, even Brazil tamo to be intense. Nanta opili.
Okay. Medicine, I answered this like in your storyline, pero I'm gonna ask you anyway. Anto, e pergunta ta, do you rather face a left-handed or right-handed pitcher?
Because I'm a left-handed hitter, I hate left-handed pitchers, so I choose right-handed all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right-handed, sowieso.
Okay. Kiko ta bo favorite MLB team and player?
This is also very easy. My favorite team MLB, the Atlanta Braves, and one of my favorite players, the Bryce Harper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like his swag, the way he carries himself, so it's nice. I like him.
Cool. Also, pergunta de obviously somebody could knows a little bit more about the game. Are you superstitious? Do you stop on the foul line when running on and off the field?
I don't do that, but I'm superstitious in other ways.
How?
I have to have my eye black para mi hunga, because if I don't put eye black, I feel like I'm not. Who is this?
Really?
So
Cool.
my eye black, my headband, my glasses like on top, and then mostly that. Until I need to look good so I can feel good so I can play good. So yeah, in that I am superstitious. Leo ora mi by body. I'm like, should I wear batting gloves? So I nanta mi tiki superstitious about it. Sometimes with my body seeing batting gloves, sometimes with body cool batting gloves.
Okay.
So I'm like, it depending.
But the same thing mane idea si say tabay tingon like
Bansi bambi sa mi by body wanto mi body gewoon sing nada ante by bong mi te quiere sina.
Okay.
Dus yeah.
Got it. Nice. Okay. So any aspirations regarding life, sports and career? I mean, manage ko so get back to the game and eventually pasabay hunga professional softball again. But anything else outside of like what's a sports career? I look forward to aspiring to.
Basta desde ko makibre mi pia kung mitata na Aruba. Kaya kung sa tra na gewoon part-time pa Yuda na BMC facility. Mitata tra pa treino na chiquito. It was something new for me. I also mitata me some guidance também paso pa mi como un player at full otro como un coach.
Yeah.
So rama como sa coach mitata tips di par otro coaches na data yudami. So masinha hope di other perspective, like a coach perspective. To say yudami hope kasi when we send me by back, I'm gonna be a completely different athlete this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, ECSA no end up to be, I have a meeting hoping knowledge di turo ka mapasa din di Holanda, como di ko traha, dedication, gym, everything. Ilota nice to help out na Aruba, na whoever is willing to, what's that? Meeting hopi ko pa share, but at the same time, tinga sinopi and video na Aruba mane. Ding parte di deporte mane.
Hindi ka rin tour area, but definitely din deporte namin.
Favorismo ina to. Etam tiki complicated, pero mi lo quiero yun din parte A, pero pa awa, mi ankle ta mas mi priority. So later on, mi no mind coaching, pero say itong other subject later on.
Yeah, no, that's okay. All right, last question. Best memory you have?
Oh, I think I said this. Best memory when I was named best infielder.
Yeah.
And then a couple months later, I got accepted to be part of the Dutch national team.
Mm-hmm.
And so, para me, those are the biggest ones.
Nice.
Kasi ito echt, basta,
Yeah.
I made it. I'm
Yeah.
living my dream, you know?
Yeah.
So, it was nice.
All right. So, Shakeena, sibo perduna the youth out there who's listening, a tip about, what they should keep in mind if they want to pursue, professional sports. Portanto, young, and tayo lang tayo figuring out to even like the sport, but I feel like I do, and I want to grow up and become like a professional athlete. Kiko sa mga tips kubolo po duna nos youth and children in regards to that.
From my perspective, if you really, really want something, you have to work for it. I mean, it wasn't given to me. Like,
Yeah.
I had to really work for it. Anto, sing yung hinis to help, you know? I hope you end up do that in me tempo na favoritismo de outra gente. Pero se você quer echt be good in a sport, just dedication every day. Se o dia bolang tá cansado, just go to the gym anyways. All tudo com ito ng gurol. Just, maniama bisa trempang. I had one mission in my mind. Mi tata que mi dream come true. And with the help di mi mama, mi tanta, mi omo, it came true because makita by gym. Mi miss ata motivate my miss. Mi timidinha na ko mi ta kay dem dip. Pero assim na miss mi ta força. So you can do anything you can do anything possible, just gewoon. Buting ko doon na di banda tambe.
For sure.
Imitahin na ruga. Falta um tiki mentalidade de professionalism. So, para mim essa é essa.
Okay. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, Shakeena, thank you so much for coming today and sharing. I love seeing your journey and the process. Thank you pa open, on social media platforms. Si boso not to follow Shakeena, if you're interested in follow Shakeena, I encourage you to do so. It's a little of like everything life, but also like, the less pretty stuff, which I think is nice for, for us to get to experience and see. It's a process, right?
It's a process. It's a long process.
Shakeena, thank you so much. A reminder pa to the ko listening, kara ko si bo catch us a little bit late on this conversation. Bo sampai po back riba Kula Fam. So YouTube and Facebook, Sincerely Carolina. So YouTube pahaya. Episode aki back. Ito ba available riba streaming platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify on Tuesday. I look forward to what's coming for Sincerely Carolina. Stay tuned. Si mo na to follow me ainda at sincerely.carolina on Instagram. And yeah, Shakeena, thank you so much once again. Paihinan ko to listening ng akbi sa all the best wishes. My gosh, may wono da jabong. Sige pa dilanti. Saludos y blessings. I think we're all rooting for you, girl.
Saludos back pa to Randa. Thank you for having me. Thank you pala kami share my story.
No, it's a pleasure. No solamente pasabi ko na sebo, of course. Sister Carolina is always open for suggestions and people who wanna talk about important things. Pero I hold you dear. I really like looking at your journey. Anto, if there's any way kung may contribute to that, even if it's true, allowing the space, I love that. So yeah.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Happy weekend. Be nice, people. Make better choices. No opinari ba otra ng vida too much, Let's do better. Pero thank you, grande, of course, to my awesome sponsors. Thank you for allowing me to talk about whatever I want to talk about. So thank you to Croes, Sarah V, and Toto. I appreciate y'all. I will see you again next week. And stay tuned for next week's topic. Bye. Peace. Carolina, and I am the host of Sincerely Carolina, a series of educational conversations about current social issues with local and international experts. Make sure you